Good morning, everyone. I'm Stephen McKnight, President and CEO of the Altoona Blair County Development Corporation. I'm joined here today with Joe Hurd, Executive Director of the Blair County Chamber of Commerce. I'm going to go ahead and start things off, and then I'm going to turn it over to Joe for a few comments and questions from the media here in just a few minutes. On behalf of the Altoona Blair County Development Corporation Board of Directors and staff, I wanted to take time here today to share some important information related to our operational planning, financial resource development, and various policy responses that have taken place this week in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. First, I want to thank Congressman John Joyce, State Senator Judy Ward, State Representatives Lou Schmidt and Jim Gregory, Altoona Mayor Matt Pacifico, Governor Wolf and his team at the Department of Community and Economic Development, along with the Blair County Chamber of Commerce, for their continued and ongoing dialogue this week. It's been a very active and useful exchange here in a very important time. Everyone has been sharing important information or working very hard, both with ABCD and through their own respective policy channels, to help lessen the already severe impacts this pandemic is having on our small businesses throughout Blair County. Each of their offices and staff are available to answer questions, assist area residents and businesses as needed. It's important to keep that in mind. We want to start off by saying that our highest priority and concern is for the health and safety of our community members, family, and friends. Please continue to be diligent, abide by all CDC recommendations, employ social distancing, wash your hands, and abide by the various protocols that have been conveyed by the governor and the federal government. Stay safe, and we will get through this. Given the mission of ABCD Corporation and the Chamber, the health of our local economy and our small businesses is also a primary concern. It is very important to remind everyone that the economic challenges we are facing are the result of a public health response, not a fundamental flaw in our economic structure. The steps being taken to limit commerce are intended to keep people healthy, out of hospitals, and offset the potential pandemic curve that we've heard so much about this week. These measures have also obviously slowed and in some cases stopped the demand side of our economy altogether. Consumers' desire to purchase goods and services across all sectors remain very high. So we should be encouraged that once we pass through this immediate threat response, sales for those goods and services will return, possibly stronger than ever. So we look forward to that happening very soon. Until then, there are many steps being taken to offset the major income shortfalls, both to our small businesses and individual families who have been temporarily displaced. The last few days have been highly active and a challenging learning experience at all levels. We are designing and building policies needed to fit this new reality in real time. Both ABCD Corporation and the Chamber are working to ensure that our small businesses, restaurants, Main Street service providers, manufacturing, and others get through this crisis. So let me take a moment to highlight 5 key steps being taken. First, ABCD and the Chamber remain open for business. While we have adopted common sense protocols to include remote work options and social distancing, all staff remain available through phone and email to answer questions, direct you to appropriate resources, and provide technical assistance for your business operations as needed. Just visit our website at www.abcdcorp.org or the Chamber at blairchamber.com to find staff members' emails, phone numbers listed there, and we can help. 2, over the past few days, ABCD has been contacting all of our business clients to determine what specifically is needed at this critical time. In many cases, we have offered and executed on ABCD loan deferments until such time as we determine things are on a more stable footing. These and other cost-saving steps can make a huge difference in the short term. We also understand, point 3, We also understand through our clients and others that the local banking community is also responding in a similar manner, working with clients to either defer or restructure loans in order to give business owners the time they need to get through this market pause. Again, this pandemic is causing a demand-side challenge. We encourage all small businesses to discuss options with their banks to determine what steps can be taken. Things will get better, and we are appreciative of all of our local banks who are adopting flexible loan approaches. Point 4. We are following closely what we and will expect major policy and funding responses from both the state and federal government to include provisions for broadening or making more flexible unemployment compensation, creating the federal stimulus package directly toward individual families, and providing additional assistance to small and medium-sized businesses, all of which is captured as part of the omnibus stimulus bill, which is what we understand may exceed $1 trillion. Big numbers, but given the need and the scale of this economic impact, pretty much in line. And finally, point 5, the most immediate resource we want to talk about here this morning. We have been informed that Governor Wolf will be making an official economic injury declaration due to the coronavirus pandemic. This will allow for emergency loan program funding for Pennsylvania small businesses through the U.S. Small Business Administration, the SBA. SBA's economic injury disaster loans offer up to $2 million for each business impacted, which can provide vital economic support for small businesses to help overcome the temporary loss of revenue they are experiencing. These loans may be used to pay fixed debts, payroll, accounts payable, and other bills that can't be paid because of this disaster's impact. The interest rate is 3.75% for small businesses without credit available elsewhere. Businesses with credit available elsewhere are not eligible, but I believe they're reviewing this on a case-by-case situation at this point. And the interest rate for nonprofits impacted is 2.75%. SBA's economic injury disaster loans are just one piece of the expanded focus of the federal government's coordinated response, and the SBA is strongly committed to providing the most effective and customer-focused response possible. We expect the option for Pennsylvania businesses to apply will be on the SBA website at disasterloan.sba.gov by the end of this week. The Altoona Blair County Development Corporation staff can provide technical assistance for businesses interested in applying. You can email us at rapidresponse@abcdcorp.org with questions about that application process. All of this information will be on our website. Several additional resources will be posted on both ABCD's website and the Chamber's website to include information on the Blair County Career Link, where you can find information on unemployment services and other workforce-related support. Again, these are truly unprecedented times for all of us, but we are confident that this community and our local economy will navigate and come out of it stronger than ever. Thank you. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Joe Hurd.
Thank you, Steve. Good morning, everyone. I appreciate Steve taking the lead in outlining the challenges that we face as a community, and in particular as a business community. As an organization in which 85% of our more than 1,000 members fall into the category of small business, the Chamber is extremely aware of the gravity of the situation in which our businesses currently find themselves. I would encourage Governor Wolf to perhaps choose a different term in describing a certain segment of our business community. There are no non-essential businesses. While the health of our people is paramount, the health of our community and its economy ranks a very close second. As Steve mentioned, the Chamber office will be open all week so that the businesses and individuals with questions and concerns can contact us either by phone at 814-943-8151 or by email at www.blairchamber.com. The Chamber has also created a feature on our website at blairchamber.com called News Alert, in which businesses can submit information about anything that's helpful for other businesses in Blair County to know. There is information on our website as to how to make those submissions. We will also be a resource for the emergency loan program information that Steve spoke about. We recognize that there is no shortage of information out there about the pandemic. We also know that some of it is intentionally misleading and not all of it is directed to business. The Chamber's recommendation to businesses is that they sign on to a webinar that will take place tomorrow at 11 a.m. until 12:30 p.m. called The Employer Response to the Coronavirus. That webinar is being produced by the Pennsylvania Chamber of Business and Industry. We've sent the link to our chamber members, but want to make sure that any business or individual that would be interested in accessing that registration should go to pachamber.org. The Chamber thanks everyone who has already played a role in making a challenging situation more manageable, and we invite anyone, Chamber member or non-member, to contact us if we can make a difference. Thank you.